The November midterm election is exactly 4 weeks away.
And today we're taking a closer look at the congressional race for the 48th district. The 48th district covers much of the East County, including Poway, Julian, Santee, and Alpine. The seat is currently held by Congressman Darrell Issa. It's being challenged by Stephen Houlihan, who is joining us now around the table. And Mr. Houlihan, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Well, as you know, this historically has been a conservative or Republican stronghold, but you're no stranger to the East County. You're a former Santee City Council member. So what are the biggest issues, in your view, facing what this district that has just recently been redrawn that goes all the way from Murrieta to the border?
Well, a lot of people don't even know they're in a new district. And so there's a lot of education that has to happen, a lot of public relations. I have been traveling from one end of the district to the other. I spent the weekend up in Murrieta. I'm out in Alpine, Ramona. So it's just getting everywhere. That's the biggest issue. It's logistical.
Oh. All right, so Darrell Issa, your opponent, is seeking an 11th term in Congress, a second one in the 48th. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of name recognition, did pretty well as far as numbers go in the primary. Tell us why you were compelled to take on this challenge and what you think you bring to the table that you think is a better choice than him for Congress.
The first thing is, I actually live in the district. I've lived in the district my entire life. I know the land, I know the people. I love the district. And so that's a huge, I'm actually the home team in this situation. He doesn't even live in the area.
How do you overcome the numbers we kind of just threw out? I mean, 11 terms in Congress is what he's seeking. You know, the guy's been around for a long time, one of the more notable names in Congress. How do you overcome that? You know,
I think people want change. They want change. They don't want the same old in Washington, D.C., and that's what I truly bring. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for 25 years. I have a master's degree in business, so I want to actually take my knowledge, my nursing knowledge. I want to work on Medicare. I want to take my business knowledge. I want to work on the supply chain. I want to work on the issues of inflation. I have the expertise, and I just want to bring it, and I want to serve the people of the 48th.
Well, certainly we were talking about how massive the district is and the challenges that it's facing, and you have, you're a Democrat, but would you say that your policies are more moderate and more in line that would appeal to some of the constituents there and the issues that they care about?
Absolutely. I'm an issues candidate, and that's the most important thing. And I have a long track record of doing the right thing within the district. A decade ago, we took on a power plant at Mission Trails, and you know what? Everyone got involved, and we stopped that power plant from being built because nobody wants a power plant in their park. And fast forward to most recently in 2020, I brought term limits to the city of Santee. These are important things that cross partisan lines. And so I'm the candidate that could actually do that.
Well, you did win the endorsement of the San Diego Union Tribune editorial board, and they used to endorse Congressman Issa. What did that say to you, and did you get any momentum off of that?
Absolutely, and I'm proud to get that endorsement. You know, that is the big newspaper in this region, and it's not a gimme. You know, it took a lot of work, it took a lot of commitment, and so we got that endorsement, and it's so huge because everyone reads the UT, and so getting that endorsement and many of the other endorsements that I've got, they're so important. Whereas, unfortunately, our sitting congressman is pretty much absentee all the time. He's not doing his job. And so I'm looking to do that job. I want to bring infrastructure dollars to the 48th. I want to bring legislation to the 48th. And another big thing is I am the pro-choice candidate. And right now, a lot of ladies, you know, they're looking at that issue. And so, you know, if reproductive rights were the main issue for you, I am absolutely your candidate. A registered nurse of 25 years, I know that reproductive rights, that's health care for the ladies.
You talk about being an issues candidate, that's obviously one major issue. What other issues do you think there are out there, and what would you do about them? I imagine inflation being one of them that's on everybody's mind right now.
Inflation's huge. It's a huge issue. And again, I have an MBA out of the University of San Diego. We need to work on the supply chain. And so it's about supply chain management. You know, for instance, up in Long Beach, you see all these container ships always blocked up. Why aren't some of them coming to San Diego and offloading down here? So as your congressman, I want to get that port opened up. And what about the wait to the border? It's ridiculous. Hours and hours and hours of goods waiting at the border. We need to expedite that. We need to get the supply chain moving. It's so important. So inflation is huge. Medicare. You know, I'm an expert in Medicare, so I want to bring that expertise. So much of our tax dollars go to Medicare, and so I want to work on Medicare. I want to work on these things. It's so very important. So there's so many issues. And another big one is water. We need water infrastructure down here. We're in a terrible drought, and it's only going to get worse. And then, of course, fire. There's always these risks of fire. We need to make sure that we're funding our firefighters. We need to make sure that we have the resources to make sure that our communities don't burn in a big fire like what happened in the Cedar Fire. That burned very close to my community.
All right, well, challenger to Darrell Issa, the sitting congressman for the 48th District, Stephen Houlihan, thank you so much for giving us your time this afternoon. And of course, we reached out to your opponent, Congressman Issa, and he has not yet responded to join us here for an interview.
I challenged him to a debate. I'll challenge him once more, but you know, he's just an absentee congressman. Congressman Darrell Issa, come on, debate me here on Fox 5.
We could do it right here at this very table.
We'd be happy to be here for you.
That would be spectacular.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.